Get ready for the dictation. 5 seconds to go. Start. Drought is a complex, slow onset phenomenon that affects people more than any other natural hazards by causing serious economic, social, and environmental losses in the country. According to the government statement placed before the Supreme Court, at present 678 districts in the country are under the spell of drought. The worst hit state is UP, where 9.88 crore people are affected due to rain deficient in 50 districts. The other worst hit states are Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Karnataka, and parts of West Bengal and Rajasthan. Drought is affecting the people at large, especially the rural and weaker sections. Our agriculture is highly dependent on monsoon. Consecutive drought of 2 years, three crop failures, and a severe scarcity of water have made life miserable in major parts of the country, particularly in rural areas. Due to deficient rainfall, there is a significant shortfall in agricultural production in the country. It has caused agricultural distress, farmer suicides, speculations, and hoarding, thereby affecting the rural poor the most. According to the National Drought Crisis Management Plan 2015, brought out by Drought Management Division of the Ministry of Agriculture, a lot of 68% of country's sown area is subject to drought in varying degrees, and 16% of country's total area is drought prone. Drought has a direct impact on agriculture, though it affects all aspects of society. Now, India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, but it is a pity that we still bank on monsoon for agriculture. Drought decreases agricultural production, increases prices of agricultural commodities, and affects their demand. During drought, benefits of higher prices are not passed on to the majority of farmers, especially small and marginal farmers, but are seized by the middlemen and traders. A UN study finds that the suicide rate among farmers throughout the world is higher than that among the non farming population. The National Crime Record Bureau highlights that while bankruptcy or indebtedness and family problems are major causes of suicide, failure of crop is the third prominent cause of farmers' suicide in India. We have in place integrated watershed management program, the National Water Policy, National Horticulture Mission, and Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. Recently launched Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. But there is a need to enhance capacity for early working and impact monitoring about severe drought like situation in many parts of the country. Drought migration requires careful attention at policy level and effective action on ground. There should be better monsoon forecast, promotion of drought proofing mechanisms, saving on seeds and grains, and easy loans to farmers to tide over the problems of drought. India has 17% of population of the world, but it has only 4% of water resources and 2.3% of geographical area of the world. The country is dependent on rainfall, and 56% of precipitation falls in just 15 days. We have limited storage capacity. The waste and inefficient water supply systems spoils nearly 50% of usual water. At present, per capita water availability is expected to decrease. The groundwater table is depleting in many parts of the country. Water quality issues are also serious. There is a need to recharge groundwater through rainwater harvesting. In most countries now, all relevant information, hydrological performance, planning, etc., is available publicly on the web, but India has been slow in adopting to this changed information environment. There is a need to conserve water through rainwater harvesting, and in West Bengal, the Chief Minister has already started it by making 1,30,000 water reservoirs through rainwater harvesting. Adequate flood cushion should be provided in reservoirs while undertaking constructions of dams. To promote river basin organization, there is a need to release adequate funds to states under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Scheme. If there is no fund, no one will like to work, and the West Bengal government is not in a position to undertake any work under this scheme as it is under serious financial burden. Water management will be crucial in determining whether the country achieves the sustainable development goal and aspiration for reducing poverty. A smart water policy is fundamental. The National Water Development Authority, after a thorough study, indicated that Himalayan rivers, especially Brahmaputra and Ganga, have exceedingly surplus quantum, and hence proposed transfer of water from these surplus basins to deficit basins in peninsular regions. The linking of rivers is more problematic for socio-economic culture relations to the society. The river changes its course and direction. It may change the density in Bay of Bengal, which impact on cyclonic rains. Would the floods have occurred in Uttarakhand if interlinking of rivers was done earlier? Will not it affect the ecosystem of individual rivers? There is a need to have a mechanism, a permanent one, to ensure that drought is tackled effectively and efficiently every year, and the agrarian masses are not put to any hardship. There is also a need to set up farmers fund so that those farmers who are affected due to severe drought are taken care of. Stop.